What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the Silverstone track racing bots. The reason we're racing bots today is because I wanted to get some more experience with the track before I went out and played other players. So for now you will have to make by with some of me racing some bots. I hope you will enjoy anyway, and I hope you will be watching.
Green light, go, go, go.
So this race is by my count 14 corners, some of which are sweeping like this first corner, and some of which are very narrow and very slow. So it really pushes my sense of where the braking zones are. For now you can see that I have taken the lead, and this Huracan will be with us for the whole time and be our main opponent. For now, I'm quite happy about the first couple of corners from 1 through 4. I believe the cornering speed and the racing lines were alright, but the braking zones could be improved to either a later brake or a more sequential brake instead of a hard brake. As you, in the right hand corner you can see the brake and throttle input
Car
if
on the
that
left.
interests
Clear
you.
on the left.
On the left hand you can see where we are um, in terms
Car
of
on the left. Clear on the left.
our opponents.
Car on the left.
So as you can see, the Huracan has now
Clear on the left.
overtaken us, and we've turned into a left hand corner followed by a sharp right hand corner.
Car on the right. Clear on
As
the
you can
right.
see here, because of my cornering speed and my racing line, the Aston Martin was now able to overtake us, but it won't, because I have a straight line speed, it won't be long before I overtake him yet again. As we come down to corner 12 and 13th, if you remember from my last video,
Car on
this
the
is
left.
one of
Clear on the
my
left.
corners where I want to improve a little bit more. Right here I tried another racing line, but it isn't quite ideal for overtaking since Aston Martin had the inside line. Coming into the last corner, pushing the finish
Car on the
line,
left. Clear
we'll
on the
be
left.
going into the second lap. As you can see, the Huracan went quite ahead because of the Aston Martin and me fighting, so there'll be some catching up to do. As we exit the fourth corner, we carry a lot of speed through and are slowly gaining on the Huracan, but not quite enough, and he will actually get a bit farther away later in the race. For now, entering corner 9 and 10, I believe the speed was alright, but I could go on the brakes, the throttle a little bit earlier and more sequential instead of just flat out. I believe that could help a lot of both with the traction control and the cornering speeds. Also, my gears could improve, I believe. There's a lot of times I think that I'm not in the ideal gear. Coming into 12th and 13th, we see that the racing line has quite improved, I believe. Um, and I believe it's far more ideal. I could be on the throttle a little bit earlier instead of just now, and that hurt my time very much.
Better
It
make
could
the
have
fastest
been
lap so
better,
far.
I believe. But second lap was an improvement, to say. It was a 2:17, and I believe we'll be at the end of the race in a low
We are halfway to not over yet.
2:13, if I remember correctly. We will see. For now, we can see up at the green that I'm lagging a little bit behind. I lost a lot of sorry, a lot of time trying to do the corner. I forgot my racing line and my braking zones, and that cost me a lot of time, as you can see. Fortunately, I will be gaining that back on other corners and in other sections, but it just proves my point that there's a lot of time to be had in all these corners for a new beginner like me. As you can already see, we are almost a second faster than we were before because I went on the throttle earlier and managed my cornering speed a lot better. For the next race, I think I will be setting the difficulty of the butts up a little bit, just so I have some more close competition. But for now, I believe that the difficulty might be set alright. I don't believe that they are that far behind. Most of the third, fourth, and fifth place are just a couple of seconds behind. As you see here, because I managed my line and my throttling speed better, I managed to get closer to the Huracan. And we are 2.3
Fastest lap of
seconds
the race by a
almost
big jump.
better than we were last lap, which I'm very satisfied with. I believe it's a very good pace, and it shows that I can keep a pace at least around this track. For now, I believe that I could be better served with some more closer competition, maybe, in order for me to improve where I need to stay on the track if someone is right behind me or right next to me or right in front of me, because that's where I will probably be in a lot of races where I play with other players, and a lot of those times I will get penalties if I hit them or go outside of the line. For instance, Assetto Corsa has a race where where you get 100,000 points once you join, and then if you go off track or bump into other players, they cut maybe 1,000 or 2,000 or 100 off that balance, and once you go to zero, you lose your right to play on the server, which I quite like if you're a pro or semi-pro, because the bad players quickly lose all their money and are banned from the server. But for me, I could clearly see that I had to practice some more if I want to just lose all my money. Right now, I believe I'm in the 70,000, so I've lost about 30,000 points in about 2 hours because I didn't know the track well enough or the car well enough, and that's why we do a lot of these practice sessions so that I'm better equipped once I join the pros or
Mediums
semi-pros
to
and
wide.
amateurs on the servers. Going into the final lap, we will see that I've come closer to Huracan. I've now shaken about a shaving about 3 seconds off the time from when we were on the first lap, which I'm quite pleased with. As we see here, I believe that that reversing line wasn't quite there, and I could have kept more speed through in order to get closer to Huracan. But coming into 7th corner, I believe that we're quite close, and if I just keep my cornering speed and my braking zones in check, I believe that we can overtake him. But unfortunately already here we don't quite manage the racing lines, and the corner speed isn't quite ideal. Coming into 10th corner, I believe, we'll see that I lose quite some time with oversteering here. As you'll see, we'll enter corner 12th corner and then 13th corner. Quite alright, I believe, and we carry more speed. We should have carried more speed through because we actually come closer to Huracan. And I believe that would be it.
Williams finished the race.
So,
Excellent
not
job.
a
P2.
very
Well done,
exciting
buddy.
race,
Bring it back
but
home
I
safely.
think I'm quite satisfied because we kept our pace, we put in some good times, and we managed to get close to Huracan. So overall, I believe an okay race. So yeah, as we see the pole position, quite a good race. I thought it was very fun, and having the Huracan in front of me pushed me some more to develop and push my cornering speed. As the last thing here, you can see the race stats. But for now, I will say thank you for watching and hope you will come back for the next couple of races or after race review. For now, I thank you for watching.